Hi everyone. In this video, I will be presenting my learnings on each test of the course IT321 Server Administration. This presentation contains my reflections and few screenshots during the process of each task. So let's begin with the first task. Task number 1, setting up a lab environment. In this task, I have learned how to download and install the Oracle VirtualBox. I also learned how to create a new virtual machine and configure its hardware properties, such as memory allocation, hard disk type, and its location of installation. So these are some screenshots during the process and the configuration. So let's proceed with the second task. Task number 2. Download and install Windows Server 2016. In this task, I have learned how to download Windows Server 2016 ISO from the Microsoft website and attach it to the virtual machine and install it. It has a risk of failure if there is an internet interruption when downloading the ISO file. So in simple terms, it might get corrupted. So these are some screenshots during the process of downloading the ISO from this website. So you need to fill up some fields in order for you to download. So this is during the installation. Next, task number 3. Configure Windows Server 2016. In this task, I have learned how to install the Windows guest additions inside the Windows Server 2016. I also learned how to change the server's name, assign its IP address, and add roles on the server manager. So this is during the changing of the domain, um, assigning its IP, and installing roles. Task number 4. Windows 10 installation. In this task, I have learned how to download the Windows 10 ISO and install it inside the Oracle VirtualBox. Its risk is similar with the Windows Server 2016, where if you have encountered an internet connection interruption during the download, the file might get corrupted. So these are some photos during the installation. Task number 5. Joining Windows 10 computer to the domain. In this task, I have learned how to join the client PC to the Windows server's domain and create a user account on the organizational unit. So this is when during the joining with the domain, and this is the when the user is being created. Next, task number 6. Installing RSAT and creating user account. In this task, I have learned how to download and install RSAT that allows administrators to manage the roles and features remotely. I also have learned how to create an organizational unit and create users that has time restriction. So this is the screenshot on the client PC side. So this is when the time the RSAT was installed already. This is the organizational unit, and this is the during the creation of the user. So let's proceed with the next task. Task number 7. DHCP scope and DHCP reservation. In this task, I have learned how to create a scope inside the DHCP and add reservations for the client PC. So this is the client PC on the DHCP, and this is when the time that the reservation is being created. What you can see in this third photo is the client PC and its reservation that is currently inactive during the screenshot was taken. Next, Task number 8. DNS and GPO. In this task, I have learned how to create a DNS record dynamically and manually. I also have learned how to create, edit, and delete a group policy object or apply it to either computer or user. So this is when the GPO was assigned to the user, and this is when the time the GPO was assigned to the computer base. And this third photo was the time when we tried to delete a GPO, so it showed a warning. Last task, task number 9, backup and recovery. In this task, I have learned how to install the Windows Backup feature inside the Server Manager. I also have learned to perform different types of backup such as the full server backup, custom backup, and the scheduled backup. So if I'm not mistaken, this is when the server backup is in progress. The second photo is during the setting up the backup schedule. And the third photo was during the recover phase. So this is where the videos end. Thank you very much for watching.